I've learned that you don't get bogged down by challenges. There will always be challenges. I mean, working at the NTA, there were challenges. Working in Parliament, there were challenges. There will all, as I said, that's what challenges. But don't get bogged down by challenges. You have a responsibility, just do it. So if we all sit back and say challenges, the biggest challenge is money. But it will never be enough. So make the best use of whatever you have. And for me, as long as I have people that I can work with, and for the Diaspora Commission, I have an amazing pool of young men and women that are determined to work. You know, their zeal actually amazes me. So it's about people having the commitment, sharing that vision to say, you know what, I will play my part in making it happen. So we won't be bogged down by challenges. We hope we resolve those challenges, but 1 year, we don't even have an office. The office we got, given to us by NCC, we're actually driven away by the Honorable Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Mr. Issa Pantami. Within 2 days, he drove us out with guns. And what happened? The place was given to us by NCC. You know, we all help each other. NCC, as an agency of government, said there's a place you can to settle in. And just as we settled in, I was in Ethiopia when I got a call, and I thought it was a joke. I came back from Ethiopia on Thursday. This happened on Tuesday. By Friday, when I went to the office, guns, armed men, Nigerian security certificate, are taking over the place. I thought it was a joke. But here is the thing. I'm a government employee. So is he. It's a government business. Do I go on the streets of that and start fighting? I decided no, that I will take the higher moral ground. So I decided that I'm not going to raise any dust about it. I've written to the appropriate authorities, I've complained officially, but we let it be. He wants the place, let him take it. And that place is still there. A whole floor is still vacant. As I speak with you, all our items are locked up. I don't have computer. I don't have printers. Everything has been locked up. So after COVID-19, we're hoping we can get to space, move in. And these things locked up were personal printers, personal laptops of our very dedicated staff. Because you know, when you're just starting, a lot of things are not there. So when you talk about challenges, there are many, but even at that, we're working. In the midst of no office, we're involved in evacuation, we've been working. So I don't let challenges hold me down, but I know that posterity will judge. So diaspora is huge, and we're not going to let anything hold us down.
So guys, after watching this video, what do we really call this? The same government officials, the same government employees. I don't know, the woman is really frustrated. And as we speak, she does not have an office. And those are the power play that, you know, they are always showcasing here and there. That's why the country will not move forward. How will the country move forward? Something that is not your personal property, it is in your father's company. Because of little power being given to them, you know, they take it overboard. They begin to misbehave with it. Well, she said she has written to the appropriate authority. At the end of the day, what would they do? It's still the same thing. If these people could be frustrated at this level, then you can imagine how you think they are going to be reasoning Nigerians matters. No, they will just like, oh, let Nigerians continue to speak. Let them speak. When they are tired, they will be, you know, they will say something else. The woman is frustrated, but she's just trying to be matured about it, but letting Nigerians know what is going on. If she could be frustrated, and no wonder she was even talking about how Nigerians in diaspora, especially in China, that they should just, that they know that these China people or the Chinese people, they don't even want Africans. And we're like, why did this woman not tell the president or the presidency, as the case may be? But you can imagine what she's even going through. Maybe they must have related with she must have related with them, and they will not even do anything. Even her own office, she could not even. They've not even responded to her. How can somebody, you know that this woman, you are working together, it's not as if it's your personal property or it's our own personal business, and you are doing that kind of a thing, taking gun. This is really serious. Let's hear what Nigerians are saying, because it's really surprising to me. Someone says, you just saw the effects of the next level, madam. Stop complaining. Enjoy the change you you propagated for. Okay. Someone said, enjoy it. Sorry, ma'am. Most political office holders have communication problems. If you doubt me, check the National Library. If you doubt me, check libraries owned by ministry. The National Library cannot move to its permanent site. The permanent site is looking not permanent. Okay. And where the library is currently housed, we doubt if the books, journals, magazines periodicals are current, and now many political office holders use their libraries. No wonder our lawmakers now do occupy and paste laws. They plagiarize the laws of nations and bring them to the National Assembly as bills. Now there is nothing presidential about our president's speech because the speech writers are too lazy to do any research. They just copy and print, and our president is made to look bad because we have overfed overpaid. We have overfed, overpaid, overpampered, and ego-inflated workers. Madam, please look for another office for your staff and leave haters behind you. If you write through official channels for a redress, nothing will happen. Nobody reads. Please get another office. You can move into one of those SDP or NLC buildings, or one of those buildings seized from some politicians. Some politicians. Good luck, madam. You can imagine at this level. That is to tell you that they are not serious. They are not serious. Anybody who is waiting for things to get better, most especially under this dispensation, maybe we are still going to get people who are going to do the needful, honestly, because with all of these things, with what is happening, I doubt. More come to think of it, even the same president that is now trying to reverse every appointment or the things that Abba Kyari did, and the question is that, but he was alive, he was there, so he didn't know. So what has changed? That is to tell you there's they are just the whole thing is just disjointed. That is just the way it is. Everything is disjointed. Everything is in disarray, and they want the country to move forward with this kind of a people in government. God knows best, and he knows the truth also. That is why Nigeria can never get better. Every day the poor masses are getting poorer in this country. Most times I get tired of even reading news about this useless country. Of course, it's tiring. It's really, really tiring. You could see the frustration in the woman's voice. You could see the frustration. It's unfortunate. My dear Honorable Dabire Erewa, please have fear of God. This man will never decide on such wickedness to you. Will never do this kind of wickedness to you. Remember, being a degree holder doesn't mean you study Bible. Please find out before such an allegation. Wow, you can imagine this kind of person. So at her level, she will come out openly and be saying such a thing. The man is there. Let the man defend himself. Why are you defending the man? Why are you speaking on behalf of the man? The woman has said what happened. Then if the man feels that is not the right thing, then the man can defend himself, not you telling the woman not to say what she knows. At that level, she will come out and be saying what she does not, what's never happened. Okay, this seems to support the assertion that power in the hands of people without self-discipline produces monsters. Okay, according to Ezekwesili, somebody is quoting Ezekwesili there. Why are you referring security personnel as a gunman? That was what she said. Pack your load and bring your ministry to Lagos. You can operate anywhere in Nigeria. You are relevant than them. Don't worry yourself. Security personnel are not gunmen. Gunmen sounds like bandits. Of course, that was what she said. Okay, now your next level, enjoy it while it lasts. Dog eats dog is much in this government. I wish PMB looks into these cross purposes relationships. I don't understand why people are calling Buhari. If you like, talk from now till thy kingdom come. He's not going to utter any word. He's not going to say anything. For him, you symbolize the entire commission. He does not understand why you are a woman, a Yoruba woman, whom he considers in his worldview loose and not always covered, should be heading an agency like that. He sees you as too assertive. Okay, should not have been seen in public at all, squaring up with men. You can imagine, if you look at that man, is an Islamist and of the Iranian or Ezazaki ideological bents. Slave to Fulani. You said gunman. Is he a terrorist? It's because you are not from the north. Enjoy your Buhari because you people were warned by what you insist on change and next level to my people. I hope you are enjoying the next level, Sha. It shows how less important your office and position is. This country, out of a favoritism, duplicates offices at the cost of taxpayers' money. Go home and stay and enjoy the money you made in the past. You can imagine Nigeria can see things from different perspective. Because you are not an Hausa woman, Nigeria will hate thee. What is the National Association of what doing in a state like this? My sister, be patient. The man is still learning the ropes of doing government business. Soldier go barracks remains. So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning the complaints of Abike Dabire. Thank you very much.